Ambassador Kextal of the Fornaxian Empire reviewed the military exchange documents with growing confusion. After humanity's recent admission to the Galactic Defense Alliance, standard protocol required military observer exchanges. The 12-foot insectoid's compound eyes focused on one particular line that his translator kept flagging. "Excuse me, General Martinez." Kextal clicked his mandibles politely. "There appears to be a translation error. You've classified some soldiers as special forces. In Fornaxian, this word means requiring additional assistance or developmentally different. Surely your elite warriors aren't your weakest." General Elena Martinez, a woman who looked remarkably unremarkable by human standards, smiled in a way that made Kextal's chitin shiver. The next morning, Kextal and his military advisors stood in Fort Bragg's observation tower, watching a standard U.S. Army training exercise. The Fornaxians, whose own soldiers were considered the galaxy's finest, expected to see primitive chemical weapons and basic tactics. The first shock came when the humans began their morning PT. "They're running with how much weight?" Senior military advisor Zeklor's wings buzzed in distress. 80 pounds, standard combat load," Martinez replied casually. 5-mile warm-up. Warm-up. Kextal watched humans jogging past, singing something about blood upon the risers. "Our elite guards carry 20 pounds maximum and require exoskeleton assistance." The obstacle course was worse. Humans crawled under barbed wire through mud while live ammunition flew overhead. One soldier's arm was bleeding from the wire. He wrapped it with duct tape and continued. "Is that one injured?" Zeklor pointed at the bleeding soldier. "Just a scratch. He'll get it looked at after training if it needs stitches." Then came combat training. The Fornaxians watched in horrified fascination as humans practiced something called combatives, essentially beating each other unconscious with various body parts. No energy shields, no protective fields, just flesh hitting flesh until someone went unconscious or tapped out. "Private Johnson just lost a tooth," Kextal observed, his translator struggling with the calm in his own voice. "Yeah, he'll get that fixed at dental. Good hustle, though." He kept fighting for 30 seconds after. The live fire exercise broke them completely. Humans advanced through explosions, actual explosions, while other humans shot live rounds designed to miss by mere meters. The Fornaxians' emergency response glands were secreting so much panic hormone that the observation tower smelled like burnt almonds. "This is regular infantry?" Kextal managed. "Yes. Now, would you like to see Special Forces?" The journey to the Special Forces compound required signing additional waivers that essentially stated the visitors understood they might die from proximity to training exercises. Master Sergeant Kyle Thompson met them, a man who looked like he'd been carved from granite and fed exclusively on protein and controlled violence. He was casually eating what appeared to be a raw onion like an apple. "Gentlemen," Thompson nodded, "today's easy day. Just some water confidence training." Water confidence involved humans being tied up, blindfolded, and thrown into deep water. They had to escape or drown. The Fornaxians learned humans could hold their breath for several minutes while solving complex problems like untying knots underwater. "What happens if they can't escape?" Zeklor asked. "They learn to escape faster next time," Thompson replied, biting his onion. The classroom portion was equally terrifying. Special Forces learned field surgery, improvised explosives from household items, psychological warfare, and something called aggressive negotiations that looked suspiciously like torture resistance training where they tortured each other for practice. "Your regular forces already exceed any rational combat parameters," Kextal stated, his voice modulator cracking. "Why do you need forces that are special?" Thompson grinned. "Regular infantry fights and wins wars. Special Forces do the jobs that would be war crimes if anyone found out. We go places that don't officially exist, to fight enemies who were never there, using methods that definitely didn't happen." He pulled up a brief video. "This is from a training exercise last month. For Special Forces operators versus a battalion of regular infantry. About 800 soldiers in simulated combat. The 4-1, Kextal guessed. In 6 hours. The infantry never saw them. Half didn't even know they were dead until the exercise ended. Martinez added, "We call them special forces because calling them humans we're genuinely afraid of seemed bad for morale." Later, in his report to the Fornaxian High Command, Kextel wrote, "Recommend immediate alliance continuation with humans. Their regular forces exceed our elite units. Their special forces appear to be humans who concern other humans. Classification suggestion: apex predators who hunt apex predators. Note: they think this is normal.